So welcome to my home garden. Today I'm going to be talking about a common problem you can have with your tomatoes. I've been seeing it a lot in some of the social media groups, the same issues all the time, and I just wanted to see if I could help with that. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, if you could please do so, because you'll get lots of helpful hints and tips all throughout the year from my home garden, my allotment and also my home kitchen. Now the biggest one I'm seeing a lot at the moment is that. Now that's actually quite a small example of it because I've been looking after my crop really well, so I haven't got much of this at all, but it's a common problem you can have this time of year, especially when it's been really hot like we've got, and people often think that it's something really dreadful, and it's blight or the crops are, that's it, they can't do anything with it. Now obviously any fruit that's got that on it, obviously you can't get rid of that, but you can stop future tomatoes from getting it. Now this one, there are lots of issues you could have, but it is to do with watering, either not watering enough or irregular watering. This is blossom end rot, where you get a brown mark on the bottom of the plant. It would be, with the current conditions we've had, it would be really unlikely to have blight anyway, because it's general wet, humid conditions when we haven't had the rain for it to be an issue. So most people have got what I see as blossom end rot. Now, some people say it's a feed issue, some people say it's a watering issue. I think personally it's more down to whether you're watering it enough. Now, for me, mine are all in the ground, and I haven't got large varieties of tomatoes, so I've only literally found a couple with it on it. But if you're growing them in pots, or you're growing larger varieties that are in the ground, you're more likely to get it, because watering it is more of an issue. If it's in a pot, it uses all the water up really quickly, and if it's a large tomato, even if it's in the ground, it needs a lot more water. So regular watering will cure that, and quite honestly you should be feeding your plants anyway. If you're not feeding them, you know, to be feeding your tomatoes at least once every 2 weeks as a bare minimum is really still necessary. So I'd love to hear how your crops are doing. Never give up with anything. I think I said this on my last video. If something's not doing terribly well, just feed it and just see what you can do with it. Don't give up, because you can't plant any more tomatoes now, so you might as well work with what you've got. Unfortunately, any that have already got this on them, you can't get rid of it, but you can help the tomatoes that are still forming, and I've still got some that are, you know, in reasonably early stages, and I can still work with them. So I do hope that this little short video has inspired you not to give up, and even if you can't recover your crop this year, you know what to do next year. So it's not about watering a lot and then not watering again, it's about watering consistently. Now I would say things that are planted in the ground, like my tomatoes there, I water those every other day or every third day if it rains in between, or less if it rains. But if they're in pots, you've got to be watering them 2 or 3 times a day when it's really hot and they're fruiting, because they're really going to need that. Now I do hope that's helped, and if I can help with anything, please do put it in the comments.